When it comes to art, we can be full of good intentions, can't we? And we might set out to get some good art habits, but in the end it doesn't always happen, does it? So if that's you at the moment, then wait, you're not alone. And I do have some tips, things that I've learned along the way that have helped me to both make more art and better art too. And to keep on making art even through times that I find it difficult. So I hope that these help. And I'm sure there's going to be stuff in here that you already know, but you know, it always helps to rehear them, and it can help to hear someone else say them. So whilst I share my tips, you can watch 3 pieces of some very free and loose scribble art with water reactive crayons come to life, and it's kind of a phase that I'm going through at the moment. If you're interested in what I'm actually using, then as always in my videos, you can find the supplies that I'm using listed in the description. But you know, before you rush out and buy anything, just see what you've already got in your art stash and give that a go first. So you can pretty much swap all sorts of different things in instead. If you don't have watercolor crayons, don't worry about it. Go and pick up some pencils, or if you happen to have some charcoal or something like that, just get scribbling. So one of the things that I think is really key to making more art is just making it easier for yourself to get started. So how many times have you decided that you're going to do some art, and then what, a couple of hours later you found that you've not done any art at all? I mean, it happens, doesn't it? So many things can get in our way. If you can try and make it easy for yourself just to sort of pick up a pencil and start working, removing barriers that stop you from doing it, then that's great. And the easiest ones to deal with straight off are the physical barriers that stop you from working. So if you aren't arting because, well, it's too much hassle to get your gear out each time, find a way to leave it out already, even if it means doing things like setting up the day before you plan to do some art, so that in the next day you can just get going, just start. Whatever it is that you need to do to make it easy for yourself to physically do the art, to just grab and play, then put them in place and get into the habit of making it easy for yourself to get started each time. Another thing that can really help is focus, and focus is a great way to get you started. And I've talked about limiting choices, like limiting colour palettes, for example, just to kick off a piece, and we've talked about that in other videos. But there's lots of ways to use focus to help you to do more art, and not just do more art, but also improve your art as well. I don't know about you, but I can find myself sort of flitting from all sorts of different things. You know, us creatives, we kind of like the new thing and doing different things all the time, don't we? But with focus, you don't actually have to sacrifice that kind of creative way of flitting about things. because having a focus doesn't have to be forever. With focus, you can get really good at something in an amount of time and then move on to the next thing. But what it does is it removes the clutter, all the distractions that can stop you from doing something. So say you want to get really good at watercolor flowers, for example, then spend a period of time concentrating on watercolor flowers until you've made some improvements that you really like, you've got better at them, you've obviously made more of them because you've been focusing on them and doing more art. And when you're ready, you can move on to the next thing. You can shift your focus to something else. So, I don't know, could be watercolor landscapes or maybe mixed media stitch with watercolor flowers. Whatever it is that you want to get better at. So you can cut out those distractions and it gives you something to grow, something to actually see improvement on, stop you from chopping and changing, and it adds to your art, your skill level, your technique level, and your style as well. And you're going to learn what you like and what you don't like. So use focus to get your pieces started, to make more art, and also use it to improve your art as well. The other thing that helps with this, and it goes hand in hand with focus, and that is consistency. So being able to work on your art regularly, daily if you can, is a great way to do more art and improve your art. If you use that with focus and with making it easy for yourself to actually do the art, then you can make some huge strides forward in what you produce, how much you produce, and how much of it you actually like yourself. So in effect, what I'm kind of saying is that you need to break down your art into more manageable pieces with some specific focus points and things to concentrate on for a period of time to then build up your confidence, your skills, and with constant and regular practice, you'll do that. And it's something we do to learn new things in almost every other aspect of our lives, isn't it? But for some reason art has this strange, it just kind of happens, mythology around it. And people don't tend to value or maybe even see the hours and hours of work that the artist puts in to get to where they are now. And you can fall into the trap of feeling that you can't do it too, that you will never get good at art. And that trap is lined with a I'm gonna fail wallpaper because you think you don't have the talent, and that's one of the hardest mindsets to break through. So change the story bit by bit. Art isn't magic, it's hard work. But if you want to do it, you can do it. And it doesn't matter what level you're starting at. So don't think you aren't talented, don't compare yourselves to others, and you can do it too. Think about what you really want to improve in your art, make it really specific, and work out how you can make it a regular and enjoyable practice, and then keep at it. You will see improvements in what you focus on, and you will make a lot more art along the way too. I think that making more art and improving your art really go hand in hand, and that's why they've emerged together in my little arty pep talk today. I really hope that helps. Now, I did go through a stage where hearing this kind of thing would just make me feel guilty because, well, basically I wasn't doing the work. So if you're there too, then you're not alone. Just try and keep it small and manageable and fun. Fun's the big thing. And just build up. Remember the making it easy on yourself part. So of course I've got other videos for you to watch with lots of mixed media ideas. If you do find my videos helpful, then please do subscribe and press like too. And I'll catch you later, art maker.